about this change, so stick around for that reaction in our news tonight at 5 o'clock. Kansas City has an election coming up 1 week from today. Arguably, the biggest issue on that ballot will be the renewal of Kansas City's earnings tax. KCTV5's Leslie Aguilar learned all about this today. And Leslie, we're wondering here, what do voters need to know before next week?
Carolyn, I think it's most important that voters know what this tax is and what it funds in order to make an informed decision at the polls next week. So what is it?
It's a 1% tax on your income. It applies to anyone who lives in Kansas City limits, regardless of where you work. It also applies to anyone who works in Kansas City but does not live here, and a 1% of profits earned by businesses operating in the city. This isn't uncommon for cities of our size. St. Louis also has a 1% earnings tax. Cities like Portland, Lexington, and Cleveland are at 2% or more, and a lot of other cities have different rates for residents and non-residents, and those rates are higher than 1%. Kansas City's earning tax has been around since 1963 as a 0.5% tax at first, but it's been at the 1% rate since 1970. In 2010, the state of Missouri passed a law requiring an election every 5 years to retain the earnings tax. It passed with more than 75% of voters saying yes in both 2011 and 2016, and now it's time to vote again. The earnings tax is expected to generate almost $300 million of revenue for Kansas City this year. That's 45% of the money making up the city's general fund. Of the public safety budgets, so police and fire, 73% comes from the general fund.
So a no vote on this would put the city's budget in a huge bind, and state law says that if it is voted away, the city cannot bring it back. So what would happen then? We're going to explore that coming up at 5 o'clock. Reporting live in Kansas City, Leslie Aguilar, KCTV 5 News.
All right.